congratulations, first man of the match performance today, Nathan Baxter. Well done.
Thank you very much.
It was one of the easier man of the match calls to make, I think, especially at half time. I think could have put a lot of money on and not won very much on you getting man of the match after the end of the first half. Game of two halves, much busier first half.
Yeah, for sure. But I think they had a lot of pressure in the second half as well, so I think that was great defending. Staunce and Jordan Winter were brilliant at the back again. Jordan especially to come in, probably not his natural position, but he was excellent. And Staunce does what he does every week, nice and consistent, wins all the headers. And it was a different type of game than Tuesday night, where we played out from the back and we played our football, and it was a ball-playing game. Today was about matching it with a really physical, strong Sutton side, and we all did brilliantly.
At half-time I think it was 15 pictures on the camera for our attacking half and 91 on the camera for our defensive half, which sort of tells the story of that half, I think.
Yeah, they're a good side. They're top of the table for a reason. This isn't 3-4 games gone. It's 10 games before today. So they're a good side, and as I said, it was very different to Tuesday. And there's a few people out there which think, can we match it against the physical sides? Everyone knows that we play great football, but can we match it when it gets physical, when they're on us? And it was almost like an away game, the start of the game, but we matched it really well, and the fans were brilliant, helping us stay through. I thought the atmosphere was unbelievable today, and yeah, it was just we matched them, and then obviously second half came into the game as we knew we would.
Can you particularly remember any of the saves that you made?
You tell me, what ones do you want to talk about?
I was thinking particularly about there was a double save following a free kick.
Yeah, that was obviously that free kick was right on the edge, so it was quite a close one, and then he's got my save and luckily, yeah, been able to make the double save.
Yeah, it looked very impressive from 100 yards away.
Thank you.
I'm sure it was. So on a day that someone scores 2 goals, the goalkeeper gets man of the match. What difference has Regan brought to the team?
Yeah, he's obviously a top class player. And last year, actually, we both got in the paper Team of the Week against Sutton last year as well. So, it's a good side for us to play against. But no, he's obviously a top quality player, and everyone knew what he's about. I personally was very excited when he signed, and we've already got great options in that part of the pitch. Obviously Bobson's a top player as well, and he's unlucky to miss out because I thought he's been brilliant so far this season. Obviously Jay's coming back in has made a big impact, and players like Charlie Carter who work their socks off in midweek every week, in training every week, are unlucky not to get in the team, but that just shows how good Regan is. Yeah,
and as you say, Jason Banton, we didn't really know what to expect of him, missing pre-season and so on, but he's still not playing 90 minutes. Is that because the boss is being careful with him, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm not a medical person, but from my experience, when players are out for a long time, he had an operation, I think, so yeah, it's good that he's back into it, and it's a long season, and like I said, we have a lot of options in that side of the pitch, so Jace is doing really well, and I'm sure the 90 will come.
Do you actually, as a goalkeeper, do you prefer games like that, where you're being called into action much more, or would you rather the whole game was down the other end and we were just potting goals for fun?
When I was playing for Chelsea's youth team, I used to love it when I had something to do. But this is 3 points, and I want Woking to win. So if it's a quiet day, I'm really happy, because that means the team's doing well. But obviously in this league, it's a very tough league, and there's going to be days where I'm busy like today, and it's down to me to make sure I perform.
And what was the most pleasing, do you think, today? A clean sheet, the first one of the season, winning man of the match, or 3 points for the team?
3 points for the team, of course.
I knew you were going to say that.
That's the main thing, and that's what all the fans want at the end of the day. The performance, but the 3 points is the most important thing. But very happy with the clean sheet. I think we've been really, really unlucky. Torquay, we should have had a clean sheet, but for a great finish. Eastleigh, but for a poor decision on the penalty. Things just haven't quite gone our way with the clean sheets, but we've deserved it. It's long overdue, and me, Staunce, Goody, we prize ourselves, and that's what we're meant to do for a living. So we're all quite hurt that we haven't got one yet, but luckily it's come today, and I think it will kick-start us, and hopefully more to come.
Yeah, absolutely. But of course, a similar record, but at the other end, we have scored in every match as well. No 0-0s yet at all.
Yeah, we've got a threat, and we know that if we can stay in the game and keep clean sheets, we're going to be a good side. Teams are going to score. That's football, especially away from home. It's very difficult in this league to keep a clean sheet. But I think the back four are doing brilliantly. I think the days when the midfield are really on it, that helps the back four more. And I think the back four perform every week. It's even from the way that the attacking players defend. Like today, they were brilliant pressing, always winning the second balls, Ches, Kane, etc. And that helps us a lot.
I suppose you're in a good position to watch what he does all the time, but Innie must be the hardest working player who gets the least reward in terms of goals for all he puts in the league, probably.
Yeah, of course. Innie's a good player, and he's great for me because normally he wins a lot in the air, and he's a big physical guy, and in recent weeks he's come back and helped at set pieces as well really well. So I really like him. He's a top guy off the pitch, works really hard in training, and he scored a lot of goals, which is the main thing for the team. So and obviously he must have been disappointed not to start today. But Jamie Philpott did really well. Works his socks off like he always does, like he does every day in training, and probably was unfortunate to get a goal. I thought he was going to score today. I think everyone did, but Innie was really determined to come on and do well, and I'm sure he would have impressed a few people.
And finally, no Tuesday game, so a whole normal week, if we can call it that, of training coming up, and then another long trip up north.
Yeah, I mean, we're still a really new side, and I think we believe we still haven't even got going yet. So another week of training, another week of togetherness is only going to help us. And then obviously looking forward to the away trip. Every away game in this league is very, very difficult. Obviously, Fylde have been a bit up and down, haven't they? But it's going to be a really tough game away from home, as we'll expect, and we'll rest up Monday and then get back on it.
Excellent. Many thanks for your time today. Congratulations once again, man of the match, Nathan Baxter.
Thank you.